It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, it's the Commanders' burner at wide receiver. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Commanders and the Eagles, next on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they enter play here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily.
Here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 53 yards.
There were some signs of life from their...
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Hurts to throw. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Hurts. Complete to Likely. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
What a dynamic player Ekeler has become since going undrafted out of Western State. He was top 5 in rushing touchdowns and all-purpose yards last season, while nearly getting his first 1,000-yard campaign on the ground. Somehow, he has yet to appear in a Pro Bowl. That seems likely to change this season.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 70 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got him in, complete. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a handoff, Taylor with it, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, we talk about a figure specifically linebackers keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Gano's kick is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Caught on the slant. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a third effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a 4th.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied. Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 25 on second down. Hurts. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. Williams loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Hurts throw brought in by Watson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Up the middle with Eckler. Now the ball comes loose.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They run once more with Taylor.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. (10-0) the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football.
As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Mahomes firing complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction. I was able to track the ball in another.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is set. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return will stop right around the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Hurts. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. To throw again on second down. Hurts.
And Hurts is intercepted. His third of the game.
Picked by Tracy Walker.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Hurts throws on target to Likely.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Hurts over the middle here. It's hauled in by Watson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
From the 44.
Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Looking for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. This is swung out to Eckler.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And that is a situation where in the defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had the play diagnosed perfectly there.
And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's got it. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17 to 3.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out comes Washington's offense to take over.
And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David.
And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And he stopped immediately there. On 3rd down, here's Eckler.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flush to his right. This is caught.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Mahomes now on 1st down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 38, Mahomes. That is taken in by Hurst.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. Jones has it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll kick things off in Charlotte, an NFC South matchup pitting New Orleans against Carolina. And this, a 10-point game as they've reached halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Kendrick Bourne a touchdown reception. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for Washington, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
And on that last pass for Patrick Mahomes, he tops 20,000 career passing yards. And, of course, this is a guy who came to the league in 2017. So to get to 20,000 so quickly, the only question now, where's the ceiling? Is it 40? Is it 50? Is it 70, 80,000? We will wait and see.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's a touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
On the option, here's Eckler. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
On the handoff, Taylor down at the 35. It'll be second down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
A good pickup there, a 22.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really try and put the hammer.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Jonathan Taylor.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Running on first down, Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw here. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete to Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got this complete to Williams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it first and goal.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. Curtis Samuel from 4 yards out. And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partners have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.